So I'm with Tom, the English cyclist. He's behind me somewhere. He's got his drone out. This is the DJI NEO.
I'm going to use the remote control because I want to actually catch him. If I use the normal tracking, he'll be gone within a second because he's too quick. So we need a bit more speed.
Cheers, thank you.
Yeah, this is the control. This is the combi pack. So you get the normal, I think it's NC3. It's a new controller. It's exactly the same as the other ones pretty much. It's a bit cumbersome.
Well, your viewing screen.
I mean, obviously with the DJI NEO, as already a lot of you have already seen actually on my videos, you can control it quite differently. You can use it on...
Do that bit again. You meant to say drop a link in the corner.
Oh yeah, drop a link in the corner. Up there, or is it up there? One of the corners. In fact, if Richard's really nice, he'll put them in both corners. That there is my dodgy attempt for a ND filter. Yeah, Polar Pro. This is for the DJI Air. This is a, I think it's a 4, ND4, but it also does polarization as well. And hopefully that's going to really make a big difference. Remote control one, same as the Hover Air X1 as you'll be familiar with. You power it on, he says. 1, 2, 3, here we go. It'll do its normal song and dance, which I'm sure you're all familiar with if you're a Hover Air. It'll do the little gimbal swivel as well. Onto here, there we go. Hit go fly. Tips on these. So sharpness is there. I'm going to put noise reduction all the way as well because apparently someone said that was really good. So I'm going to hit record on there. That's now recording. And now I need to take off. So ideally, make sure no one's coming.
That's cooling me down, that. Hold on, let me get underneath here. I'm getting cooled down here. Oh. Stop looking around, Richard. Let's go. So I think he's basically going to follow me around using the screen on his phone. Not going that way, going this way. I think he's got a pilot's license. So somewhere behind, Tom is riding with the DJI NEO. Won't get into auto remote tracking, so I went into manual mode. Him somewhere. I'm well impressed with the DJI.
Still needs a lot of work. I think a lot of my viewers on the videos I put out have put on absolutely justifiable comments as well. It's not quick enough, the tracking is too slow when it comes to actually following it, as demonstrated on my video and probably Richard's as well. I'm going to share some video with him so he can get some video on it as well. Nothing what can't be fixed. I remember when I got the Hover Air X1, it was a similar thing, wasn't it? You know, well, you were a bit late I think when you got yours. It was a few versions of software later.
Yeah.
And they did tweak it quite nicely. It ended up a really good tracking was brilliant on the X1 for the most part. Speed's there, not quite perfect speed, but it was better than.
People got a lot. Anybody who's looking at the DJI NEO and criticising it right now has got to think about the price of it.
Yeah.
It's not an expensive drone, is it? What?
No, not at all.
What did you say? It's less than £200?
It's 169 quid just for the actual unit itself. The combo is 300 quid. Now that's $200 in America when it finally ships.
So, you know, in that price range, you're not going to get an 8K drone, professional drone. It's for us amateurs, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. For a first-time drone, don't want to spend too much money, but then again, don't want anything rubbish from Amazon or AliExpress. I think it's the perfect drone just to get wet your fingers into it, basically. I think from that, you can upgrade. The remote controller, if you buy the combi, you can take to other drones, which is useful. You'll pick up a lot of flying sort of techniques as well, because it's exactly the same software as every other DJI drone pretty much. So you'll learn a lot, I think, from that. And I think for someone who's just getting into the market for that, wants to just film them, for hikers, walkers, or anyone who's sort of low speed sort of activity, it's perfect. I know the DJI adverts sort of have it on boats and water skiing. No, not yet. Maybe in a few firmware versions later. But I think for me, it's perfect. People have got eyes on it, and comparing it with, say, the Avata, the professional sort of cameras, it's in a different league. You know, it's a cheap drone. It should be priced more. I think it should be 250 quid. But
don't be saying that.
No,
they might be watching this video.
They might do, but I think the value's there for me. For me, it's perfect. Just needs a little bit of tweaking, and it'll be absolutely spot on for what I need it for. Remember, I bought the Hover Air X1 on Indiegogo for £225 when it first was announced. That price went north. I think now it currently retails nearly £350, £400.
Yeah.
That's quite expensive.
Definitely, yeah.
That is quite expensive. So it depends on what you're in the market for. The X1 was great, but I think the DJI NEO could be better.
Yep. And of course, even with the Hover X1, got the Pro and Pro Max available now as well. So
yeah, I mean
they're both evolving, getting better.
I've had a look at the videos. Hover Air put out a sort of 8K video.
Yeah.
4K on YouTube, because that's all YouTube will go to. But they've put the link to the Dropbox for the 8K video. I've had a little play with that, and it does look good. Drones are not like iPhones where you have to get the brand new model every year.
No.
You know, I think I've got older DJI drones. I'm still using a DJI Air, which is 6-7 years old.
Yeah.
I've got a DJI Mavic Mini SE, which I bought second-hand off eBay. That one's still doing a fantastic job as well. But they all do sort of different things for me. It's if I want to get aerial shots and B-roll sort of thing for my videos, they're perfect. But they do take time to set up. But the Hover Air X1 sort of introduced me last year when I first got that into, maybe I can use the drone for actually filming the rides and where I am. Give it a bit more of a sense to bring the viewers back into the video. Just give them a proper look at what the videos could be and what they could be doing.
I mean, with all these kind of cameras, it gives you a little bit of edge over other people putting videos out on YouTube.
Yeah. We've all seen the promo videos and all the big boys and girls doing it on YouTube of all their super expensive drone shots, what they get, Iceland and stuff like that. They all look fantastic. But
it's kind of moved on now from, we've had action cameras, we've had 360 cameras, which I think is a bit of a fad.
Yeah.
And now we're going on to self-firing cameras.
I think it's a market which will only get better. I think it will get more intuitive. AI will probably play a lot into the software, I think, unfortunately, to make us all look pretty. But luckily at the moment we haven't got the recording always on feature, because Richard missed it and I wasn't recording as well. I fell off just up there, and that was quite a bad sunball. I was quite embarrassing as well. So luckily it wasn't on video, thank God. But that would have been
another moment
my
missed.
YouTube career, I think.
So that's the MTB at Pickworth plots done. Heading towards Doddington now. A bit later than expected. It is coming up to 10 to 5, and I got about 50k to go. Good to see Tom again, and it's interesting to see the Neo that he was flying around and see how it compares feature-wise with the Hover Air from Zero Zero Robotics. Very comparable. The DJI NEO is just a little bit slower, but it's got a better price point.